Hi, everybody. I'm Loren, and this is.
Hi, Jessica. Hi.
And we're having tonight a special edition of Delve In Talk Show because it is the 1st of December. So we're going to delve into a bunch of weird little topics, a bunch of stuff. And then next week, we're starting to add guests to the show. That's right. We'll talk about that more later. But we already have a few guests lined up for Tuesday shows. So make sure before we start anything, I know this sounds ridiculous, guys, but please make sure you like the page, follow the page, turn that little notification thing on so you don't miss out on the show. Share it around, okay? Because it does make a difference. It does help us. And then you'll get to make sure that you see the episodes whenever you want, honestly, but it'll give you the reminder so you're not like, oh, crap, I forgot all about that. We'll help you remember. Click that little button. It's fantastic. And please remember that if you're on the Delve In Facebook page on this video, your comments are able for me to be able to see, and then I'm able to put them on the screen. So you're able to be part of this conversation and fun talk show hour by making sure you're commenting on the right video. So if it's been shared in a group, and you're not actually on the Delve In page video itself, come on in, join that one. That way I can see you. Because we're using StreamYard, as you see in that little corner over there. And they don't have as many options as you guys might think. Nor did I think before I started using this. But we use what we have, and we like it, and we're grateful. So starting with, we are on December 1st, 2020.
Yeah.
We have had 12 months of 2020 now. Any other year, you'd be like, duh, stupid statement. We're in 2020. Whole different statement to say we did 12 months. We should get badges of honor somehow. Everybody should get medals for making it this far. Having our hair, our eyebrows, and our eyelashes still intact,
Yeah, seriously.
Because it's been 1,001 ridiculously either awful, stressful, or just stupid things that have happened this year. And we've all gone through stuff. And I say this stuff so that you know you're not alone. That's one of the reasons I started the show. That's one of the reasons me and Jess do this show, is to bring into your world all sorts of stuff you might not know about, because we know I research a lot of ridiculous stuff. Like today, I spent hours researching on types of mushrooms and what they heal in your body. Yes.
Wow.
Oh my God, I can't wait to get paid so I can buy stuff.
Wow. No, that's going to be something really awesome to talk about.
Right?
Yeah, because last show we were talking about, natural remedies and medicines and whatnot. So we could build that. We could build on that.
Yeah, I want to bring it up definitely on tonight's show a little bit while it's still fresh in my mind. But the reason I am even saying it is because I have a bunch of different health issues that cause me to have flare-ups. It doesn't stop me from working. Jess knows it doesn't matter if I got a lip crawl or fish out of water syndrome. I'll keep working. It doesn't matter what level of pain I got in.
Do you have suspenders on, or is that your shirt?
Oh, shut up. That's the thing. I love you.
I was like,
Little Red Riding Hood.
Yeah, because the ska thing's coming back. I went shopping for my niece for Christmas, and I'm like, this is so Gwen Stefani in the 90s.
Dude, if they had suspenders that said babe like this and stuff, I'd fucking rock those hella hard. I don't care. I wear some interesting stuff because I can't stand stereotypes and labels. And I love my friends because they'll go out in public with me and some of the stuff that I'm like, this goes on heels.
It's not bad. You just have skull leggings and stuff. Yeah. They're a little on the loud side, but it's totally you. Yeah.
Well, one time I wore that blue plaid dress and I had my red and white love leggings on, and I wasn't thinking about red, white, and blue ridiculousness going on. I was just working on directing a scene and not being cold. Yeah. But pictures later on, I'm like, this is why the famous people have somebody figure out clothing just for the behind the scenes shit. So that's why for this time that we filmed, I actually put effort into it. I'm like, I'm going to put this shirt in here instead of just fuck it, whatever. But back to the point. We just went through not only Thanksgiving, right? But we've gone through a lot of different energy stuff. We just went through yesterday a full moon and a lunar eclipse. And it was a massive big deal energy-wise. We've had solar flares be hitting the Earth in a way that hasn't happened in a long time. And we've had some planets change up that have been in the same ones for some over 100 years and others that have been like 3 or 4 months of just agony. So all of this has just happened. And we have a 12/12 portal coming up, which people go, portal? I mean like a moment in time where everything aligns just right, that certain energies come through, because those things are reality versus it was a portal. Weird words make us have weird reactions instead of thinking like words are just labels. We have to keep our mind broader. So with all this stuff going on, my body has been so sick. The energy's coming in, the amount of narcissists that have come out of the woodwork trying to like do gaslighting stuff. And I was just talking with the Puerto Rican witch, is one of the ladies, you know, I'm friends with. And I was just like, girl, I'm like, the amount of gaslighting that people have tried on me. And she's like, but because of your life, you are able to know the signs much quicker now. You're learning stuff. And I wanted to talk about that for a moment, twofold. One, because if we don't learn how to handle stuff, it puts stresses on our body that make us sick, right? I was talking about how I get sick in my stomach. But if we don't figure out how to stop attracting those interactions and learning the lessons in it, all we see is bad times, right? If I just looked at these previous situations that made me very, very sick and caused my stomach to have like, you know, diverticulitis issues and all this stuff, then that also means that I have to delve into my own issues and discover what's causing this stuff to happen for me, and how I personally work at handling the stress of outside influences, whether it's people, situations, etc. I also say that because, to bring up something, and I swear all this connects, the Devil's Lettuce movie page, Facebook took it down because some real SOB pieces of shit, I love that I spelled out the letters and said it anyway, flagged the movie page as selling illegal drugs. Look at Jess's face. Thank you. She's never heard about this. So that's what I've been dealing with for the last 2 days. So the movie's still happening. Please don't think that any of the Indiegogo stuff is gone. We're still having everything going on. I started a group for it, and me and the production team and anybody who's watching, we're asking to please click the help and support button on Facebook, report an issue, and let them know the Devil's Lettuce movie page is just a movie page. You can go on IMDb and there is a movie page connected for it.
What was that? Did you didn't find out? You can't tell who did that, or
I'm not going to discuss that.
Oh, okay.
But I do know it's being handled.
It's specifically stated. You talk to somebody and they're like, "Oh, they thought you were selling drugs."
I'm in arguments with Facebook's fraudulent department. They have no proof that I did anything wrong. They have no evidence. They're supposed to show you what they are talking about as claim, all sorts of stuff. So we're in a big argument, and we have people working on it, as well as some people looking into the people that reported it. You don't mess with my production company and my people and not have karma kick you swift in the teeth and need you to make dentures. So that's being handled. Hello, Rosemary, my dear girl. Welcome, welcome. We're talking about all the crazy energy and all the stuff that happens. Now, the reason I'm even bringing that up is for anybody who thought like, oh my God, I had these IMDb credits and now they might not be real because I don't see this post anymore. It's still going on. I'm going to win. That page is going to go back up. It's a guarantee because I didn't do anything wrong. And any pictures that they want to claim are drugs is CBD or hemp from Lamport Hemp Farm and was tagged as such. So shame on anybody who flagged any of that stuff on the page, because all the people that worked on this film, all the people that put money into this film, the time and effort, you just harmed everybody because of your petty little shit with me. Shame on you.
Oh, you think
and you'll get your shit. Yes, I know it is.
Oh my God, that's even. Oh man, girl.
And because the word devil's in it, so you got some fools that have thought that that means I'm slamming stuff versus I'm making a movie about the skull being the issue. Right? It says it right in the frickin' trailer. People don't read. Listen, this is not me trying to bash on good people. I'm just letting you know you're not alone. We're all going through crazy shit. Just because I don't post it everywhere, it doesn't mean I'm not dealing with bullshit nonsense from other people or outside situations. We all are. I have down moments where Jess knows I'll be crying hysterically. And then I'll go, you know what? I was hurting. I released it in a healthy way without harming others with my words or actions. And now I'm back on top dealing with my shit. I contacted the people who need to be contacted, and I'm letting everybody know. Go to that button, report an issue, and let them know it's a movie page. Everybody that's worked on this film so far and will be working on this film deserves the right to have that page up, because it's a shining example of them as well. It promotes everybody in it that put their time and effort. So
we were freezing to death.
Yo.
Like, I hurt my leg. You know? Like we had some craziness. I mean, come on now. It was fun though.
If you look into all of it, what did it do except make me stronger and make sure that everybody understands that we band together, that you don't act like that, and we don't need to do anything in any kind of negative or retaliation way.
Well, it literally just need to mind their own business. If it's not affecting them, then they shouldn't be.
Rosemary
knows. know. I mean, what? Mind your own business. Stay in your lane.
Mind your business. Just mind your business.
Yeah. I mean, seriously, what is me doing something that's not even affecting your life? Why is it offending you so much?
It's also, it really is, you can see, and this is what I want to be telling people. One of the things I tell everybody I work with spiritually and on issues, and you've heard me say it, is the only person you can work on is you. And if you're looking around and watching people talk shitty about others for no reason, acting shitty to people, and you're still acknowledging them and interacting with them, you're enabling bad behavior and letting it continue. I might have less people that I call true friends, but at the same point, I'm not going, you can do this to people, and I go, all right, that's cool. No, it's not cool, because I don't want to be treated like that. I don't want my people hurting, and I don't want these actions to continue. We have small children in this world who's watching all the adults act pretty shitty to others, and people are still acting like friends with them. Stop enabling and allowing people in your world to do this. Walk away. Say, I would rather have less time with somebody who's toxic and have more alone time, even if that sucks, than it keep allowing you to think this is okay to do. Jess, you've seen me at cons tell somebody off, go, Right. And you know what? They never did it again. You better believe. You know why? Because sometimes you just got to be like, oh, hell no, that's not okay. And you know what?
Well, those kind of people, they kind of seek out the people that will take that shit. And if you put a stop to it immediately, then they'll have some respect for you. And then your energy won't be sucked away by them anymore,
And quite frankly, with this whole situation, and I'll go back to the other points what the reason is, but I wanted to make sure while we were talking about it live, anybody watching gets to know to report the page as please give it back. It has nothing to do. Plus, I am a card-carrying cannabis member. Like, I literally have a card to go to dispensaries that my doctor gave me because of the epilepsy, because of the PTSD, because of the fibromyalgia. Like, so nothing that I'm sharing, even if I'm smoking live on camera, it's all legal. So there's nothing that they can claim that I was doing wrong, that it wasn't like legally allowed to do. That's why I say it on the show all the time. So one of the reasons I'm bringing this up is so that everybody who is done with the haters, that are done with the asshole behaviors, can band together with me, because as an indie community, we're not Hollywood. We need each other. So the fact that anybody thinks that this is one way to get ahead of another, we cannot tolerate.
Yeah, you don't want to step on somebody just to get above. Like, how does that? You know what though? I was going to say, how do you live with that? But, people do it every day. So,
but when you see somebody who is doing it, that's when you say, nah, I can't jive with you no more. And I don't care if that's an old term. It's an old thing that we should have been done with already. So one of the reasons I'm bringing this up is, yes, please, let Facebook know it's a freaking movie page, check on IMDb, get evidence, everything's legal. But also to say, they didn't do anything. They didn't really cause any harm. I have an IMDb page. I have an Instagram page. We have a group page. So all they did was try to do damage. But what did I do? I took that negative energy and what it could have been, and instead of lashing out, crying, ranting, raving, I said, guess what? We're going to use this as more promotion. Fuck the haters. stick with us, show your support for cannabis lovers, for people who need it for medical reasons, for indie horror movies, for female filmmakers, female crew, female actresses, everybody that works together, and everything that's going on. So let's allow this to be a good, positive experience. Otherwise, they win, and they don't win in my life. So what did this do? We got to use that bad energy that they tried to use against us in a better way, going, hey, guys, there's lots of stuff going on. Make sure you support, because don't let haters win. That's a pretty cool thing.
So Facebook doesn't do any of their own research before taking down
pages. They're supposed to. That's why they're in trouble.
Oh, okay. So they're in trouble.
Oh, they're in trouble.
Oh, okay.
Oh, yeah. Plus, they are trying to cause problems to somebody who literally has a card for this with no proof. So they're in a whole world of trouble right now, and we'll see what happens. But no matter what, that's why I want them to have outside people. So let me just ask you a question.
Let me just ask you a question.
Sure, I was looking for
more. So killing's illegal as well. Mm-hmm. So would they go and take down a slasher film?
You'd think, right?
You know what I mean? So
I have reported pedophile profiles where they're literally pictures of them with, I can't even go past, and they've told me it hasn't harmed their community standards. I have screenshots of them saying none of this is bad. Meanwhile, this page is showing that somebody who's working for Facebook needs to be investigated. So that's something else that's going on. I want to move away from that, though, because we want to stay on the positive side of this. The reason I'm saying we're all going through problems, and like, if I didn't bring it up, nobody would have any idea all the stuff I've been dealing with. So I have a massive fibromyalgia flare-up, a massive diverticulitis flare-up. I'm dealing with the nonsense with the page stuff. Plus, there's been, just so many people that I've lost over this year, and we've all lost people. So we're all dealing with stuff that puts stresses on our body. What does stress do? Make us sick, right? What do we not need to have to deal with right now on top of everything going on? Getting sick. That's how I started looking into the mushroom things. And there's like 5 or 6 different types of mushrooms that help heal all sorts of different components within your body. And it's fascinating. And I got to all of that stuff because I was doing research for what happens when your body dies, what kind of stuff is left in skulls. Remember, we were talking about that So because I started doing research on the types of bacteria that are good, types of bacteria that are bad, and found out that bacteria actually causes almost every single illness and chronic condition, I started looking into, okay, so what heals this? And one of the major things is all the stresses of our world and how we're not really taught how to handle them in healthy ways messes with our lymphatic system. Do you even know what that is? I didn't know what that was until yesterday when I started doing research.
Yeah, you can actually get lymphatic massages, and the fluid buildup in your body is released through your lymph nodes. So you just get this light little massage on your lymph nodes, and it just drains your body of all like anything that's fluid wise that's stuffed up in your system.
Oh, that's amazing.
They're as much money as a regular massage, but I think they're just as necessary.
Right now I'm not going into any person-to-person contact because of the autoimmune issue. Mm-hmm. So I wish you could come over and do it because I know you're safe and you would take the right precautions.
I wish I knew how to do it. You might be able to look up something on YouTube and do a little bit on yourself.
Oh, that's good. And there's another thing. It's called I think it's EFT, sorry. And it's a type of tapping you do on yourself that's supposed to move the energy around.
I've heard that.
So there are all sorts of different stuff. And, I say strange stuff sometimes just because, I didn't think about, I take apple cider vinegar and turmeric and all this stuff for different stuff going on with my body. And I never considered the lymphatic system being something that was so essential. And then if you look in Chinese medicine, it's one of the major things that they constantly are like, that's why their skin's so damn good. Seriously, I was reading one of the things and I'm like, so I shared an article about it to try to remember. And I found on Puritan Pride, they have a mushroom complex capsule that you can take, and it has all the mushrooms in it that are supposed to heal all the different stuff. So I'm super excited. When I get paid, I'm getting that freaking thing. And it's like the colloidal silver thing. I'm literally going to be like, oh my God, you have to try it. Because, like, you know how I was about colloidal silver. I'll show it through the camera again.
How have you been doing on that?
Really good. I actually, I have to get more in because one bottle of that does not do enough for 2 weeks.
Yeah.
But I did one bottle full. I do one at least every month. And that's so that the, I'm going to say the pool, the human cells are thriving and being reborn in is more of like a healthier palate, to kind of explain it.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Okay, cool. So I'm hoping that between doing that every month, the apple cider vinegar, what's supposed to help like inside out fix pH balance and like your intestinal stuff, and then adding that, I'm hoping that the components will make me, because I was reading if your lymphatic system isn't doing well, your energy levels are really bad. And I have chronic fatigue with the fibromyalgia as well. So like I'm determined to heal myself of everything and then just be like, here's the stuff you could take. I mean, hey, it's a good goal to be working towards versus just like, and that's one of the reasons I always bring it up is like, I used to sit around moping and crying, and I literally went from being able to walk a little bit to bedridden to almost dying. Like when you fixate on only the bad and only the shit that's actually going on, you're festering the wrong stuff. Like I could have been crying hysterically over jerks trying to cause problems with the film page. I didn't. I took action instead and said, thanks for trying to cause a problem. I'm going to take your energy, manipulate it for better uses, and say, shame on you, karma's going to get you, and just move on with my day. With all this stuff, I could cry every single day and be like, fuck it, end my life. Or I could say, I'm making a difference by talking about it. I'm making a difference by trying things. I'm showing how I went from bedridden and almost dead at 26 to 36 and climbing literal mountains to film stuff for Yield, our first movie. I mean, that's showing progress. My brain's working, those kinds of things. And I brought it up purposely during our show because I wanted to say, you know, things have been getting so tough for people. The energies have been getting so heavy. So many people are worrying about tapping out on the world. Realize you're not alone, that we're all going through stuff. And as ridiculous as it might sound, how you think about it and how you decide to handle it will make the biggest difference you could ever imagine. Like I could be saying I'm sick all the time, or I could say I'm healing every day. Well, I feel better the moment I say that. It makes me want to go for a walk. All right, I want to make sure I at least fit into these clothes again and not get any bigger. I'm going to do a little walking around, even if I got to tell people I can't see them because I'm too sick and tired. I am going to keep going and find positive ways. That's why I post all this silly crap I post, so that we could all have more of an elevated mood and frequency to ourselves. So I brought all of that up because I want us to make sure that when we have those, you know, really serious moments where we're really, really sad and really, really like see no light, we are the light. We just have to decide to turn it on and go, you know, no storm lasts forever. No matter how bad this is, if we grin and bear it, we can find ways to fix it tomorrow, you know, those kinds of things. And that's why I was even bringing up this whole mushroom thing, because it has nothing to do with psychedelics or getting trippy. It's more like, look into it, people. See if this is something that might also help you, like the colloidal silver, like the turmeric, like, because instead of sitting around feeling awful and just saying, you know, these doctor prescribed medications aren't fixing me, find ways for yourself, whether it's the tapping or like we were talking about the frequency healings.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. So, especially since we're on December 1st, I figured it was a very important thing. You should start. A root worker friend of mine that actually the Puerto Rican witch told me you should start every month off how you wish the rest of the month would go. So, you know, do the affirmations on the first, second, and third. You really, you know, for every penny I spend, 10,000 more come back to me again. Really, you know, make sure you're focusing on doing like a spiritual bath, even if it's just lemon water and, you know, Himalayan salt, like that kind of stuff. That way it'll help cause good patterns for yourself, but also help all of your energy levels and try to like put one foot in front of the other in a better way for the month. So I don't know. What do you think?
Yeah, it's good momentum, right? You just start start the, momentum and going forward in a positive way. Yes.
Thank you, Rosemary. Yes.
Yes.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate that.
Yeah, my month has started off really well.
Good.
All this unemployment stuff has stopped, so
Okay.
starting to work and
Yes, I saw some of your beauties. You're making some stuff.
Yeah. Oh, I'm starting donuts now, which is really difficult. I didn't know that altitude had that much weight.
Oh
No
yeah,
pun
yeah.
intended. On dough. So that's been some journey. I've went through so much flour.
Oh.
And I haven't gotten it yet, but I'm going to revamp the baking business in the new state here, PA, with the new products. So I'm really excited about that. And
I'm so excited for you.
yeah, I figure, I said to myself for a really long time, I'm going to be my happiest and healthiest in my 40s. Because, man, did I have one hell of a 30s run. Selling a house, getting divorced, starting a couple new jobs, just a lot of craziness. So,
like that, right?
Yeah, and gaining so much weight. Oh, speaking of which, I have I have a book on tape subscription, and I came to this like weight loss or weight management hypnosis.
Ooh, okay.
Yeah. I could tell that it's working. It's one of the first times that I've ever been hypnotized, because I've tried these things before being hypnotized and it just didn't work. It worked one other time, but that was from like a PhD psychologist.
Okay.
This I could tell I was under because I remember I know I was sleeping or under something, but I remember every word the woman said.
Ooh, okay.
Yeah, so you could tell, I guess now I could see when I'm like just fell asleep and when you're under hypnosis. So this has worked really well, but man, did I wake up super confused and groggy. And so it must have done something, because anytime I picked up something sweet, I started feeling guilty. And I normally don't. So
okay.
I took one, I did it a few nights in a row.
Okay.
And I just wasn't feeling right. And so I took off last night.
Good.
Yeah, I know.
Me too.
I know, same.
Right there with you on the weekend, not happy about it. Yeah, I wasn't trying to interrupt you, but yeah, for sure, I've been doing the same thing. Like, and the weather with, it's difficult because I can't really go walking around the block like I tried today, but it was too windy. So with the asthma, like even with the face mask on and stuff, my body doesn't do well. So then like the consideration of possibly going to a gym, my uncle was like, he went last week and literally people weren't cleaning anything off. So it was like, I don't need to bring anything home to my mom. Like I take care of her. I make sure she's safe. Like I worry about her. Like she doesn't want to do all the remedies I'll do, she'll do the D3, but she doesn't want to do some of the other stuff I do. And I get it. You can't.
The D3 should be helping her with any, it's SADD, the seasonal affective disorder. If she has that,
yeah.
The D3 should help. I have it in liquid.
D3 is great for stuff.
It's been really helpful because in PA it just seems like it's gonna snow at the drop. Like I wake up and it's that cloudy, cold.
That's because the elevation.
Yeah. For sure. So and there's always like some fog and steam coming up off that lake. Yeah. So it's always like dreary and. So,
well, D3 is the chemical compound for what sunlight is, which is why they say to take it if you have seasonal affective disorder or any kind of depression. D3 also will elevate a lot of the levels. They also like serotonin levels to fix sadness, etc. But it also kills viruses and things like that. They say it's actually better than taking C. At killing. So I make mom take that and C and D3 all the time because those are the ones she'll be fine with. So at least it's something. But I'm also very conscious of her bringing stuff in the house to her at all when I have to see her. So
also, I was taking the D and man, did I get nauseous. And I had liquid form.
Oh,
So just in case, just if anybody's taking it, make sure you eat it with a meal.
Or take
Because
capsules, because the liquid will definitely be more.
yeah, so it hits you quick if you
Yeah.
don't eat something. So I do 2 drops under my tongue,
Yeah,
and then I'll
sublingual is
eat
very good for
something
you.
right away, and I should be fine. Yeah.
Good. Okay.
And
Yeah.
also, it's also helpful with hormone, not thyroid hormones being released. It levels them out. I um I thought I was gaining weight because of a thyroid issue and whatever else. So I looked up all this stuff online and I ordered a few things, and D3 was one of the things that's supposed to help stabilize your thyroid production.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
yeah.
It does a lot of stuff. That's why one of the first things I'll tell people is, all right, you got to get on D3. We got to put you on a pH balanced diet, because it's another one of those let the cells be reborn in a healthy pond theory. And it worked for me. It killed even like the cancer that I had in more than once. Like in each case, it was like a different spot, and it was like, no, you're not doing anything. I got this. And then I did, the cannabis stuff, as well as the pH balance and the D3 and the C and the turmeric. Turmeric, 2,000 milligrams will kill cancer cells as well.
How do you take the turmeric?
Turmeric, I take everything in pill form.
Okay.
So pill form or capsule form, but I check what it's either coated with or capsulized in.
I have it in powder form where like I could put it in a shake.
Ooh,
I can't do it.
It's gross. It's gross.
Yeah, and I tried. So
that's also why I don't do apple cider vinegar and anything. I take everything in capsules. I know if I taste it, it's gross. And I make sure I take all these things with either coffee, because I take my coffee. Like people make the joke, like, would you like a little coffee with your sugar and milk? And I go, it's so fun. Anyway, but because it's super sweet, it cuts that taste of either the turmeric or the apple cider, or because I take a lot of different vitamins. I take another one that's supposed to help with other stuff, but it kind of smells like rotten eggs, and I thought it was bad, and then I looked it up, and it's just how this component is. So like, you take a bunch of handfuls of pills, shove them down your throat, drink a bunch of coffee, and then be like, I did healthy stuff today. But it's a hell of a lot better versus just sitting there being like, they said I'm sick and I'm just gonna mope. Like that won't get you anywhere. I tried that. That almost killed me. Because you just let everything kind of like, it's not good. That's not attractive. Sorry, go ahead.
No, I'm doing the apple cider vinegar too.
Yes.
I got a gummy form. I looked up what the best one is.
Okay.
We're not we're not advertising on this show or anything, but Goli is the one that I'm taking because it's made with the mother.
Wait, did you say goalie like in soccer, goalie?
So it's GOLI.
Cool.
And
that's what I thought.
Yeah, they taste really good. I take 2 at a time. You could take up to 6 a day.
Nice. Is it red bottle?
Red bottle. Okay. Yeah, they taste good. And it has the best. Like I did a review.
Like how much is in it?
Well, no, a review on what the best ones are.
Right.
And they did that one, and that has some B12 in it too. So don't take it at dinner time, because I was up. I didn't realize how much it affected me until I took it at night when I had some agita, and I was like, damn,
yeah, B12 is an energizer. B12 is an energizer.
Yeah. So not only do you feel energized from it, it helps you with any stomach issues.
Yes.
Everything was regulated.
Good.
As soon as
take it with breakfast, guys. Take it like with breakfast. That's probably best for you, or like before breakfast, that kind of thing. That way it has all day to not only work its way in your system, but also use that energy before it's like, Because for me, I used to get injections of B12 every week, like twice a week. I had to get like 1,500 milligrams of B12. Like they thought it was going to do something. And I'm like, I'm still in narcolepsy mode. I had no idea, like, your intestines control your entire energy level. Please look into it. Don't just believe me. Look into it holistically. All naturally. Anyway, sorry. I know it seems ridiculous, but this stuff makes me feel better when I say it like that. Anyway.
It's like putting the emphasis on it without saying fuck.
Right? It's like, It's a bunch of exclamation points with head nods. That's how you know I'm definitely a Sicilian. I'm like, so, you know.
Right.
I have to sit on my hands, otherwise he'd be like, so anyway, going back to stuff that isn't ridiculous, what were you saying?
No, just, it's been helping me a lot. I didn't get the colloidal silver yet. I have to watch out with any heavy metals. I have something called hemochromatosis where my liver doesn't filter out the heavy metals. So I have to drink distilled water. I can't eat a lot of red meat. So if I do, I can't
skip
even,
that one. So skip that one.
Yeah, but
I'd rather find other stuff for you.
I really wanna try it.
I feel like we'll just heal your liver and then you'll be able to do colloidal silver with no problem. So I'll just do that. I'll just heal your liver.
I have to, I gotta check it out. My liver, the enzymes in my liver have been regular. So I'm not sure if it's because I'm following the rules or that I'm healed at this point in my life. I get that. So I'm not sure if I should try.
It's like my epilepsy. I'm always like, I haven't had a grand mal seizure in years. I'm not going to say I'm cured.
Right.
It's like that. It's like when somebody starts doing like a bunch of light at your face, and I'm like, listen, like it's been years, but if you cause one, you'll die. Like,
right. I know. Come on.
It's that moment of not being able to control something with your body does cause you to have emotional issues. I truly believe all of us,
big time.
No matter what it is. So like for me, we know that I get like the stomach, so it'll like swell out because the intestines are so swollen and infected, and like it's a gross conversation, so moving on. But it's so sick that the turmeric, and by the way, the turmeric and the apple cider vinegar fixes all those stomach issues. So anybody that has IBS or Crohn's or colitis, any of that stuff, it really does fix. Please do your own research. I'll try to find you links if you need me to. But like, so but you have the thing with your liver, like we all got different stuff, but it makes us extra conscious of the fact that there are things that our body will do that we won't be able to be in control of. And I think
that's scary. It like puts it almost stamps the bottom of your foot with like a time lot. You know what I mean? Like you got only
or like a defective label somehow.
Yeah, I know. And then you start fearing for your life, and then you put things in perspective. Because I'll tell you, even when people to this day ask me how old I am, I always revert back to 27.
Okay, I understand that.
I forget for like a hot second how old I am, and I automatically feel like saying 27. So I feel like my mind's stuck there. Yeah. So I feel like my body's still there too.
That makes sense.
You get confronted with something, that could be life-threatening, or that, signals to you that you are getting older. It kind of makes you look at life a lot different, and it kind of depresses you.
And I think it's also, if it's dependent when you also first get any kind of sickness or issue. Like the first time I was ever ill and rushed to a hospital, I was 2 years old. So that's a crazy place to start off, having life and death and being like, you can't even control if you're breathing or not. Like there were kids that I would get into like, the bed next to them kind of thing and wake up the next morning and they're no longer there. I made it. They didn't. Like those weird stuff, or like kids don't want to play with you because like you're the sick kid, or like, but it's the same thing when you're an adult, depending what level it happens at and how you've been treated and how you get interacted with it, that makes you even have self-worth issues. And I feel like that's such a big thing that we're not talking about, that I think you and I kind of made like an epiphany of, like how we feel and how our body is reacting and interacting with us literally will contribute or not to our emotional issues and misperceptions of ourselves. Would you say that?
Absolutely. Right? Oh, of course. There's no doubt. There's so much psychological anguish that one may suffer, especially if you're going through something physical, because nobody wants to be faced with those things. Also, nobody wants to believe that they have something wrong with them, because if you're brought up to believe,
Yeah.
It's in our DNA that, the weakest don't survive. So it kind of puts you down in a way, and that kind of just wanting to fit in and be normal is just human nature. And when you're faced with something like an illness or not fitting in a regular situation, those things you're gonna be battling with.
And I think you're absolutely right, and it made me even wonder. Like, I believe that would contribute to who we allow or who we attract into our life, and who we will interact with, and how much we would allow versus somebody who didn't have certain stuff. Like some people who have something and then it's cured right away, or they could just take medicine and it's gone. I don't think it can be, but I don't feel like it would cause the same kind of emotional wounds that could cause that kind of stuff. You know what I mean? So like maybe one of the reasons so many of us have abusive people in our past, or toxic relationships, friendships, whatever, and trauma stories about interactions with others almost comes from like, this happened with our body. We got labeled, either we did or somebody else made us feel that way, either unworthy, unhealthy, unacceptable, whatever the words are that we labeled ourselves. It's in the bottom of our foot kind of thing, that made us be like, I'd rather be with these kinds of people because then I don't feel as defective almost, I wonder. You know what I mean? Like, because there's so much unresolved, like, conversation there, I feel that's not touched at all in our world right now at all. What do you think?
Yeah, I feel like you're right with the whole, if we're labeled a certain way, we feel like the weaker bunch of the species, but then we also start to believe that we are inferior beings. So people that have the desire to take advantage of the weak, they can, in that sense, because that's, we feel like we deserve that. Some people can't separate the fact that it's not your fault.
But isn't it also fascinating, though, that people who have health issues, they're working almost, 1,000 times harder than somebody who doesn't, which makes them actually the stronger.
So, right? That's
I wonder if the people that don't have it, let's say back in the day, however it started, that caused this, steamrolling of constant, cause and effect. But I wonder if it was like, oh my God, if they were able to go through that, I couldn't have gone through that. So that makes them stronger. So now I'm going to scapegoat it onto them, like the first gaslighting effect almost, and say they're weaker so that I feel better about myself. Like,
so I feel like
it's a big deal.
There's two different ways. I think one would be the way that you just explained, and I think the other would be like, ew, that's sick, that's icky, I don't want anything to do with that, kind of pushing away. But also
a fear response,
right? But also some people are like, well, my life's hard and I'm fucking doing it, so I'm not going to pity you and your hard, kind of be like, I'm not going to pity you and your hard life because I got it bad too, kind of.
That's called a narcissist when they talk like that, and they mean healing.
Yeah, there's like two ways to it, but some people can get very angry about that. So, and they feel like, well, I was never treated special, so I'm not going to give that special treatment to you. So, it's, I can understand why but there's then two different ways. He's making too much noise in there.
I love you so much. Platonically, I just love you so much for that. If I was near you, I'd fucking hug your head. I know, he does it all the time, though.
Like, come on.
I don't know.
I don't even know if he heard that.
I don't think he even knows how much it echoes, but I just noticed you have a toaster on the floor.
Okay, so
is that your new pet? To make jokes.
So I got another toaster, and I didn't want to throw it in the garbage until my garbage was full and I was about to take it out. I forgot to get it. Yeah. Hi.
But I got to tell you,
all my presents.
Wait, show them the presents, because that's really pretty. That's super pretty. See, that's nice. Ooh, By the way, guys, she's already fucking done. That is presents. That's not decoration.
Do you know?
Y'all, that would have been decoration.
I'm like a fanatic about it because I have nightmares throughout the entire year, and I'm talking like this is a reoccurring nightmare, that it is December 24th and I haven't gotten anybody a gift yet.
So cute.
And this is my thing, and it happens every year. It's almost like I know I'm dreaming about it when I'm in the dream, because I'm like, Walmart's open 24 hours. I got this much money. I could definitely get at least one thing for everybody.
It shows how loving you are.
And then it'll be like too late. It'll be Christmas morning. I haven't wrapped anything. I didn't get everybody what I wanted them. And I have this pit of the stomach feeling as if like I don't know how to,
I don't know how to get ahead for a different reason now.
It's just really horrible. So, man,
yeah.
I start in September. I start shopping in September.
So cute. I wish I could do that. I wish I could. The only person I really shop for anymore is my mom. And I know I buy her slippers, and it's not like, oh, lame gift. It's like,
no, my mom wants slippers every single year. She's like,
she literally, yes. She's like, this is the brand.
Yeah.
This is the color. And I go, yes, ma'am. You don't mess with Mama Dukes. When Mama Dukes gives you a list and it has socks on it, you make sure you get the goddamn socks. Like, and because she doesn't ask for a lot of stuff, I go overboard. But like, no matter what, I've tried. But then she intercepts the stuff and she goes, "Oh, I thought it was Jolinda," and I'm like, "Fuck!" So that's why I have to like do it only in December, and then look at her and be like, "Look for my name on the box this month."
Yeah. Aww. So yeah, my mom she has to get a pair, but we like, we'll get her a whole bunch of different ones. Here, you try this out. And then, she only likes that one pair.
Yes.
Just listen to her, just listen to you.
I spent 5 hours online during the Black Friday thing trying to get her the same fucking slippers with the same down to the detail. Okay.
God.
5 hours. I couldn't get them again. I had to like get something else that was close. I am going to be bracing for Christmas now. And my mom's not a bad person anyway. It's not like she's going to be nasty, but you know how you felt and you were explaining that pit of the gut?
Oh my God, forget it.
That's me as well. So like the fact that it's not going to be the same slipper, she's going to be thrilled. I'm going to be like, I tried. Like,
yeah. Oh no.
That's me. And that's why I'm always talking about like handling my own reactions, no matter what the situation is, because of my emotional issues. I know what my issues are. So like, I'll be like, okay, I know this is going to really upset myself when she opens it. I'm going to start working on handling it now.
Yeah.
They came in. Literally, they're still in the bag. Okay.
That's awesome. At least they came in already.
I can't open it because if I look at them and they're not the right ones, I might have a meltdown. But that's the thing about kind of Christmas. It's like, you want to do it right. You want to make them thrilled. It was like, last year, the year before, I was dating somebody where we were going to celebrate Christmas together. Thank God I don't have to do it this year, quite frankly. But it's too much stress because I didn't know what he was going to get me. And it was like the first Christmas ever. We didn't give each other any kind of budget. He said, don't worry about it. Didn't give me a list. So there I am trying to get like every single little freaking thing on any topic I could remember he liked, scrolling through. I'm like, oh, he likes this topic. Okay. Trying to. And then he still outdid me, and I was just like, I tried. There's no way. We were making way different money at the time, too, so there's no way. Yeah, but, like, it was just like, fuck everything.
So, all right. So that's why I start in September, because I don't have a lot of money. So, like, if I get it trickles in. So, like, as I'm getting it, I'm taking. But I put, like, I have this budgeting app, and the only thing I save for is Christmas, and I start in January saving for Christmas, so I don't feel the money being taken out. So but also the other thing is, if you are a part of Amazon, it gives you the option to make a wish list, and you can text that wish list or email that wish list to anybody. So I just say to anybody I'm getting gifts for, make me an Amazon wish list, send it to me, and I'll see what I could get and whatever else. And you know what? It's super convenient. You don't have to guess anymore, I mean, but I have to admit, like, in your defense, like, when it's your first Christmas with, like, a new person, like, you don't want to be like, hey, listen, I already made a list. And I'm going to, you know what I mean? Like, But so the other helpful thing is that throughout the year, I have a notepad saved on my phone, and anytime like my mom's like, oh my God, isn't that so cool, I'll just like really quick jot it down, and she'll have forgotten that she loved this thing, and it'd be like a cool surprise.
I totally do that.
Yeah.
I play it down too. I'm like that. All right.
Yeah,
like,
I know. What?
She's like, oh, okay. To the point where she's not going to get it for herself, right? Like, it's a dick move, but it's because, like, we are not going to get it.
Because I'm getting it.
I'm getting it.
You feel bad about liking it. Because I don't
April,
want you to get it.
And I'm thinking Mother's Day, birthday, and Christmas.
Yeah.
Especially once it's your mom, it's like, and then they're getting older, they're not going to be
they have everything
going everywhere. I can't take her tons of places because, she beat fucking cancer. She's doing great. I'm so happy that, like, I moved back home when I did, and, like, I could be saving up to move back out when all the craziness stops because I would have been so fucking sick.
Well, now everybody's healthy. And
right. But, like, just with this whole craziness. So, like, in this whole situation, she's not, like, it's not like we're going out all the time, and it's not like she can. So it's not like we're going to stores and she's pointing stuff out. So when it's something on TV and she's like, oh, that'd be interesting. I'm like, that fucking thing. Because I got 3 or 4 opportunities a year. It's like, fuck you. I don't have many chances to. And you're usually like, especially when the items are slippers and socks, you're like, fuck, I better start playing this shit down. Otherwise you'd be like, look what I bought. We were both so excited about it. And that's the mistake where all of a sudden it's like, oh yeah, fuck. Oh, it's like, I can't buy that one. Just up there it is. You open my Amazon.
No, perfect. Amazon is really good. I will tell you though, the only other reason why I'm glad that I started early this year is because some of the gifts that I got weren't from Amazon, and I am in the middle of friggin' nowhere in Pennsylvania.
Yeah.
And my address is so brand new, it's not even recognized by the postal system yet.
If you put it in, it's like in the middle of the lake or something.
Right? I said, and you know what? And UPS just started recognizing it as the
lake's trying to eat the postal workers.
So I have to go to a P.O. box, and you'll be surprised about how many companies do not deliver to P.O. boxes. Yep. So I've just been thanking God that I started so early, because I'm still waiting for some gifts to come in the mail that I've paid for long ago. Yeah. So, I mean, it's just, this year in particular has just been crazy. Yeah. And then they try to say that it's due to COVID again, the delays. But you guys have been doing this all year. You know how to get through this. It's Christmas. You can't do it. You know, you guys did the trials and tribulations of mailing shit out delayed all year. Yeah. You mastered it by now. You can't be making that excuse anymore.
Well, that's why one of the things I'm saving up for, and like, you know, I've been asking for money for Christmas and stuff, is because I want to get one of those heat press machines so I can make all my own clothing for the company and everything else. Because
that's a good one.
Because quite frankly, fuck Shopify. Did you see my screen go flash?
What was that? Dude,
I'm sorry, that was way too much energy. I can't be pointing like that. Oh my God, that was on camera.
What do you even say? What are you feeling right now? Because you are.
I did another thing on camera, moving right along. I can't believe that just happened. That's amazing. Because that was such an energy flash. That was so crazy. I was just saying, fuck Shopify. Okay, it was good this time. See, I can't be that strong energy-wise.
Shopify is watching you.
Well, I have to always think about how much energy I'm putting out, which is why I'll think like, okay, only push out 10% energy, and I forgot about it. So in that moment, everybody got zapped. I apologize. But so the reason I'm upset with Shopify is just, here's how they work it.
As soon as you said that, I noticed you toned it down.
Right? I was like, okay, I got to bring it up. Well, I don't want to short out the whole show or blow my computer up or something. I've done that shit accidentally. Not that bad, no. Anyway, so here's how they do this. So they charge you almost $40. It's like $34 with taxes. So it's about $40 a month to have your own store. Now, they allow you to use places like Printify and Printful to make the items custom however you want. This all sounds great. Just wait for it. So now you have your store all set up with all your custom items. You're so excited. And you have somebody go, oh my God, I spent $150 and I bought stuff of yours. I'm so excited. And you go, yay. And then you look at your account, and Shopify takes it out of your personal account and then allows you to get the money from the customer whenever it happens. So imagine somebody bought $1,000 worth of stuff. My account doesn't have over $1,000 in it right now at all. that would have been overdrawn until 4 or 5 days later when the amount from the customer finally pops into your account, but you've already have overdraft fees from Shopify. Yes, that's what they do. They take it out of your personal account.
Why?
Like, I've been arguing with them, so I had to stop using it. So that's why I'm going to buy the fucking thing and do it myself. It's also why I bought a vinyl machine. It's back there. That's why I bought it.
That's pretty crappy, man.
That's how I got so overdrawn the last month for my birthday month. I'm saying last month because it's the first, my bad. So remember how like tight money was in October during my birthday month? It's because somebody was supporting the company, bought items. I thought I was like, thank God I'll have extra money to party with, you know, whatever. And then my account gets overdrafted because there was no way to plan for it.
That's just the way that it worked. So
that's how they do
that.
Are
they going to give you back the overdraft fees? I mean,
no, that's how they do that.
$35.
Yeah, that's how they do that. That's what they said to me. That's how that works. And I was supposed to just read the fine print and thought that was a good idea. Plus, here's the other fucked up thing. Like, anything you get made, it's a print on demand. So you have to have the customer buy it through your site. Then it gets sent to whatever distributor company is making the item, which could be anywhere in the world. And then they will print it in the amount of time it takes them. And then they will ship it. And then that shipping is based off however whoever's shipping it decides they should rush it or not. So it could be 3 or 4 weeks before somebody gets a fucking hoodie. Plus, they force you to start off. Let's say they decide that for a sweatshirt with one image on it is $25. That sounds fine. They won't let you do $25 because then you're making $0. So they make you start at $35 plus shipping. So any item that you're going to make money off of at all, you have to do it above that.
Oh, God.
So do you want a $55 sweater when it really should cost $25? That's going to take it about 4.5 weeks.
Right.
And that's negative in my account. Like, none of this fucking makes sense. So although those machines can be very expensive, like maybe $1,000 with everything, it might be more cost effective in the long run. So that I could also say, hey, guys, I now do custom clothing, shirts, cups, hats, whatever the fuck, versus like, do I buy something for my store? It's going to harm my account. Let me know how much you're going to put in it.
And it's going to cost you an arm and a leg, and you won't get it right away.
Right. And I can't be like, just send me the money and I'll do it for you. Because people are like, but then I have to give you my credit card information. And I'm like, you don't realize that all these individual stores... You would rather
not give it to you than...
It's still giving it to me. It's still giving it to me because that store that you're ordering from, all that credit card information and address goes to the person running the store.
Yeah.
So everywhere you buy from, somebody knows who you are, what your credit card information is, and what your address is. Now, in some cases, I'll say that's not true. I'm sure they have maybe better ways, but like you get the invoice, it shows it all.
Mm-hmm.
So you're still sending it directly to me, basically.
Yeah. Oh my
God. Okay. So I bought the vinyl maker. Figured I'd start with that. I'm gonna like put all sorts of nice like decals and stuff for the Devil's Lettuce movie.
Good.
Please, guys, if you weren't at the beginning of the show, please go to Facebook, report an issue, and tell them to give back the Devil's Lettuce movie page. It's just a movie page. It's on IMDb. They try to take it away. We're fighting to get it back. Last year, this time, they were fighting with the man Santa Claus that he wasn't Santa Claus, even though it says it on his license. He's back, so yay about that. He's such a sweet man. Literally changed his name to Santa Claus. He lives on Long Island, so look him up, especially during this month. There's a picture of me and him with my children's illustrated book, Where Did All the Dragons Go? Because, yes, it's so cute. Kids love the book. Anyway, but so it seems like every year this time, something is causing a problem where I'm going, can we please contact Facebook people, band together? This time it's the Devil's Lettuce movie. It has nothing to do with anything except a skull that messed with people. So it's not even promoting the devil. It's not promoting like boo cannabis. It has nothing to do like that. I can't believe any of that stuff could cause people to want to cause an issue. It's so sad.
Yeah.
But you know, what are you gonna do? You know, it's been an amazing hour. Now you were telling me, I think we have somebody coming on the show next week.
Yes.
Is that correct?
Oh, one of my really great friends, Tamika Love. She is a light healer. She's a Reiki master. She also has her own business, the House of Touch. And she will be on next week. She's got some things prepared to talk about the shifts that are going to happen and about her business.
Nice.
She's super knowledgeable, and she's always taking a new class about the metaphysical. And right now I think she's doing, you know what, I forget.
All right, she'll tell us.
She will tell us, but she's doing such an awesome class. I would have never thought there was even a class on it, and she will inform us on some more things that we could delve into.
Oh, I'm so excited. So yes, guys, make sure you like and follow the page. Click that little notification, give you alerts so that when we go live every Tuesday, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, you can delve in with us to all these strange, interesting topics. Please share this video around so everybody can be a part of it. Please go to the report an issue on Facebook under the help and support section and let them know to give back the Devil's Lettuce movie page. And until next Tuesday, I hope all of you stay safe. I'm sure Jess does too.
Yes, sure. I just threw me in the group.
We love you. Stay safe.
If you guys have anything that you ever want to talk about, just reach out on the page, and we'll discuss the topics you're interested in.
We'll go through them and definitely delve into them. So, see you next Tuesday, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I'm Loren Molloy. That's Jess. Stay safe. Bye.